Hello everyone, back with an IRS tax refund update. On today's episode, the next batch of tax refunds has been released, so we'll take a look at that. Meanwhile, many taxpayers who are checking the status of their refunds online are encountering a message that states the information they entered is incorrect, even though they in fact did enter the right information. So we'll take a look at the main reason that is happening, and we also look at where the IRS has now indicated it will take 6 months or more to process some of your tax returns. Now, starting off with developing news, as the next batch of tax refunds has been transmitted by the IRS to banks nationwide to those that are part of the July 27th batch. Now, while most will receive that direct deposit the day of, some taxpayers may not receive it for an additional day or two. Now, if you do not receive it by August 1st, you may need to initiate a payment trace with the IRS. With the IRS in most cases unreachable by phone, if you need to initiate a payment trace, it is advised you fill out IRS Form 3911 as seen here and faxing it to them. Keep in mind if you mail the form in, you are looking at further delays as the IRS is handling correspondence with a 4 to 6 month turnaround time frame. This form can also be used for those of you who never received that third stimulus payment as well. Now, one of the more commonly reported problems by viewers this week is encountering this refund status error message when checking their refund status results online, indicating the information entered does not match, when in fact you did enter the correct information. Most, if not all, taxpayers who are seeing this message are those who filed a paper return, and unfortunately, this is going to be expected given the current IRS computer system. Now, this is expected because when the IRS receives your paper return by mail, they do not log it into the system and mark it as received. So unless you sent your return by certified mail, you have no way of knowing that they were even received by the IRS. Now, given there's still over 9 million unprocessed paper returns remaining, it is all but likely your return is sitting at one of the 3 processing centers in the country waiting to be processed, and you will not see any update online until actual processing begins. Now, this is an issue that has been brought to the attention of the IRS, and the solution is scanning these returns into the system when they're received, so many of you would receive an update much quicker on your return status. However, the IRS has stated they will not be going forward with any of these recommendations in 2023, so for those of you who file paper next year, do send them by certified mail so you can receive confirmation they were in fact received by the IRS. Now, if you're an e-filer, you generally should not be receiving that error message. Instead, your refund status results should look like one of these seen here, oftentimes listed with tax topic code 152. Some of you may see one of those 3 status bars highlighted, while others may not, but that does not make any difference. Some of you may also see tax topic code 151, which means there's a potential issue with your return and it is under review. If you're an e-filer and still getting an error message, the first thing you want to do is confirm the IRS did in fact accept your return when you filed, and it is something that is overlooked by some taxpayers. You want to check the status using the tax filing software you used, and you should have received a confirmation email when you filed. Second thing you want to do is check for any updates on your tax transcripts with the 2022 date. Now, for those of you waiting on amended returns, the same situation as those original 1040 paper filers applies to you as well. You will not see any update until the processing of your returns has actually begun, and once that has begun, you will see those subsequent steps like seen here. In other news, the IRS posted an update, not in their regular weekly updates, but elsewhere on their website to indicate that those who filed by paper can expect the processing of their returns to take 6 months or more. Now, as of this point, we've only been hearing from some January and February paper filers and receiving their refunds so far, and we have not heard anything from those who filed by paper in March, April, or beyond, which means the backlog will in fact continue into the fall. One of the more common dilemmas for those still waiting is whether or not to resend a duplicate tax return for processing. Now, the IRS instructs taxpayers not to do so, and many tax preparers and accountants advise against this, as it can lead to further delays in the processing of your return and may result in a transcript code 976 appearing, which stands for a duplicate tax return, causing a refund freeze. Now, if you do send in a duplicate tax return, you may receive the letter seen here from the IRS informing you your second return was received and they were unable to process it, and advise you that you should only file 1 return a year unless it is an amended return that is being filed after your original return. Let us know in the comment section below what problem you're currently experiencing. We are reading every comment, however, have been delayed in responding due to the volume of comments currently being received. In the meantime, we will keep monitoring the situation for further developments, so make sure to click on the thumbs up and subscribe button below for future updates on this channel, and thanks for watching.